We just got a brand new poster and trailer for the new Supergirl movie, and I'm not gonna lie, it actually looks really great. So let's talk about the best and worst parts of this new trailer, break it down, and go over my box office predictions for the film. Before we get to the Supergirl trailer, quickly I want to talk about this new poster we got because honestly, I absolutely love it. They're keeping it nice and simple, just Millie Alcock, the star of the film, front and center as Supergirl. No floating heads. We're not jamming 75 different characters on the poster. I'm sure we'll get one of those soon, but this is a really good poster. Getting to the trailer itself, I cannot explain to you just how much better this is than the first teaser trailer we got a few months ago. Like, this one actually has me super excited for the film, where that first teaser really made me feel nothing. Like, this one, it opens up, you immediately see Clark Kent, which is a very smart marketing move, and he's talking to Kara saying like, hey, I'm worried you're never going to find your people here on Earth. You're not willing to commit to it. And Supergirl is just not having it. I honestly already love their dynamic we have. I don't think Superman's going to have many scenes in the film, but I do like that they put him in the trailer. It doesn't feel like it's cheap cameo bait or anything. Like, it actually just feels like a nice way to introduce the story and the differences between these two characters, which I feel like is really important for the general audience, to be like, why do I care about Supergirl rather than Superman? And we do get a little bit more into the story of the movie. We see that the villain Krem, he ends up poisoning Crypto, and they have 3 days to save Crypto, which if you've read the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow comic, you will know, yeah, this is straight from there. And we also get a new look at the side character Ruthie. I believe that's how you say her name. In the comic, she's almost the main character over Supergirl. She also had something wrong done to her by the villain Krem, so these two kind of team up to go hunt him down. Of course, one of the biggest changes to the comic is adding in the character of Lobo, but I'm not gonna lie, I am so excited to see Jason Momoa as this character. Like, every single scene he has in this trailer, we get a little look at him in some action sequences and one scene of him kind of talking to Kara, and both of them are absolutely insanity. There's the vibes that Lobo is bringing to this movie are going to be peak. I really hope Jason Momoa plays this character a ton going forward in the DCU. Now, the visuals of this movie, I still don't think are incredible. I do think this trailer looks a little bit better than the first teaser we got. There's a couple different locations we can see that actually do look a little bit more colorful and vibrant. For the most part, it still seems like a lot of this movie is very kind of yellowish, dullish, and gray, which again isn't the end of the world. It's not like it looks horrible or anything, but the Woman of Tomorrow comic is really just so stunning with its artwork, all these different vibrant planets and areas and space. It looks so different and colorful. It's a little bit of a shame we're not really getting that in this movie, but again, it does look better than that first teaser visually. And honestly, I think the biggest mistake DC made was putting out that first teaser. Like, yeah, it was fine and all, but like I said earlier, it didn't really make me feel anything. It just looked very generic, very bland. Whereas this trailer, the vibe is completely different. It's a little bit darker in tone. We got a different song than like Call Me by Blondie in the first teaser, which is a great song and all. But this trailer really just looks so much better that I kind of wish we never even had the first teaser, because I feel like if people only saw this one, people would be a lot more excited for the film, because it does a way better job at making you care about the story being told, the characters in here. I think the tone change is much better. I definitely am way more excited for this movie now. Let's shift into some box office talk for this film, because obviously that is very important. The DCU has only had one film so far, Superman, that made just under $700 million. It wasn't like a super smash hit, but it was a very successful and profitable film. Actually, I just double checked and Superman made $618 million, so not quite close to 700 million, but that does give us a good range for how much I think we can expect Supergirl to make, because I don't think there's any universe where this movie makes more than Superman, especially since it's releasing in a more stacked time period. The competition's kind of insane. It releases on June 26th. On June 19th, a week before, Toy Story 5 comes out, and whether this movie is necessary or not, it's guaranteed to make at least 900 million. It's probably going to make another billion, just like the last two Toy Story films did. And then a week later, on July 1st, we have a new Minions movie, and the Minions and Despicable Me franchise is an absolute money glitch. Again, these all make like 800 to $1 billion. 800 million, obviously, not just 800 flat. And just a month later, at the end of July, we know we're getting Spider-Man Brand New Day, which is going to be one of the biggest superhero movies of all time. Like, the trailer has been viewed over 1 billion times. It's the biggest trailer ever. And you might think Spider-Man releasing a month after Supergirl won't affect it, but I think it will. Listen, movies are expensive nowadays. Snacks for the movies are very expensive, and people are struggling financially with everything happening in the economy. If people want to go see a superhero movie, a lot of people are probably just going to wait until Spider-Man comes out at the end of July and have their one big summer film. I don't think this means the movie's absolutely dead in the water. Now, the budget is reportedly pretty cheap. Is the latest news we got. It was around $150 million, which if that's true, that would be huge, because that would mean it would only have to make around $300 million to start making a profit, which I think is very easily achievable. If we assume that Supergirl is actually going to be a really good movie, like the new trailer makes it look like it's going to be, say it's like a really strong to great 8 to 9 out of 10 movie that everybody just kind of universally loves, I think Thunderbolts is a great box office comparison. This film got amazing reviews and only made $382 million, so one of the lower MCU films box office wise. But I actually think Supergirl is going to benefit more from getting good reviews and word of mouth, again, assuming it does, than Thunderbolts did, because I feel like Thunderbolts still had a lot of baggage attached to it. Like, people were checked out of the MCU, the characters were kind of like C-listers from a bunch of different projects. So despite the fact that it got really good reviews, I feel like a lot of people were like, I'm still gonna wait till streaming. Supergirl has the benefit of being a character that everybody at least vaguely knows who this person is, or they at least know who Superman is. They're putting Superman all over the marketing for this film, and this is the second DCU film. So again, all the people that saw Superman can just be like, oh yeah, maybe I'll go check this one out. I think a fair prediction for how much money this movie is going to make is between $400 to $450 million, which again, if the budget rumors we've heard of around 100 to 150 million are true, this will be a massive success and profitable for DC. But DC really just needs to stack a couple wins in a row of movies that get positive reviews and at least make a profit, and then just over time hopefully build momentum. When they put out a Justice League film or a big team up, hopefully they'll get $1 billion film that really brings the general audience all together. But let me know in the comments, did you like this new Supergirl trailer or not, and how much money do you think the film's going to make at the box office? If you want to see all my other DC news and ranking videos, click the playlist at the top of the screen, or if you want to see what I'm worried will ruin Spider-Man Brand New Day, click the video at the bottom, and thank you for watching.